Good morning, folks. Good morning, Dennis. Buying Space, Manic Magic. RC Crazy was in here a little earlier. Hope y'all's having a great weekend so far. Mine started out rainy, so that's why I didn't get up for the Saturday morning sunrise. Mrs. RC and Custom Design. Good morning, Tiff. How are you today? Andrew Silver Fox. Good morning. Hey, I want to encourage you all. Miko Ghost is going up for a live sunrise. Let me get his link, and if you want to go over and pay him a visit, I would certainly appreciate that. I'll put his link into the chat. Good morning, Andrew Silver Fox. How are you today? Good to see you in the chat. I'm sure everybody will come over after we watch Dean's sunrise. He's in the process of going live, I think, right now. I think I'm going to say good morning to him. And I'm sure he'll be popping in here shortly. Good morning, Cameron. How are you today? I'm sorry. Good evening to you. I forget you're in Japan. And it's evening. Trans Jedi. Good morning. Ron Lockwood. I got to tell you something, Ron. I've had 3 cups. I'm going to be up for all of today and well into the night with that cup. So be sure to follow the link to go look at Miko's sunrise. Looks like it's going to be a pretty one. So, of course, I've got the sound turned off, but anyway, afternoon, Trans Jedi. Afternoon to you, sir. I forget that you're in Ireland. But welcome into the chat. I sent out notices, waiting for people to come in. Good. Hello, Eric. Hello, Saigon 98. Hope you all are well. Eric, I saw your post a little earlier. Are you working today? Well, you might not be since it's raining. Anyway, so yeah, it looks like Miko Ghost, the old codger, is got a awesome looking sunrise. I think he's got the best conditions for it. There's clouds, everything. It's really nice. No work today. Okay, well, hang on a moment. If you want to pop in, feel free to do so. Andrew Silver Fox. I'm going to give you some blue jeans. I bet he does, Dennis. I bet he does pay a whole lot. Yeah, there's my cat. She likes to make surprise appearances every now and then. So, anyway. Cardoso Media, good morning, Ken. How are you today? Good to see you in the chat. Hope your weekend's starting out good. Can't stay off the phone. Mayla, good morning. Good morning, Mayla. How are you today? I tried calling you at work yesterday, but I'm thinking it you were off. Ed, good morning, love. My drone's in the house. It's raining here. In case those of you that usually watch my sunrise stream, it's raining here today. Going to rain most of the day, they say. And according to the weather map, it looks like that might be true. But so I couldn't go up because it was raining hard. And well, looky here. Mr. Ron Lockwood, welcome to the stream with Elvis, Victor, Matthew, and Ron.
All right, sir. There you go, buddy.
That's a huge cup, brother.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Chat up. Mr. Bell this morning.
I'm doing good. How about yourself, bro?
Buddy, I'm still in pain from last night. Oh my gosh.
on Matt's stream?
I actually replayed it this morning and I was giggling and laughing just as hard.
Well, I saw parts of it. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm going to go back and watch it.
It's about the last 45 minutes. It went crazy. People were commenting that people were going to have strokes and die because they died of laughter.
Well, then I definitely need to go back and look at it.
That Adrian, though, boy, it don't take much to entertain that boy.
He's wild, man.
Yeah.
He's almost as good as Michael.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That kid will see a spider on the wall and laugh, you know.
So let me ask you a question. Where was Peter?
Oh, Peter, I don't know, man. I don't know whether he had a hot date or what was going on, but yeah, until Peter Carroll last night.
Yeah, I mean, that was probably the first thing I noticed, that Peter wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, last night was pick on Jim night because, you know, Jim was out for a couple weeks, so man, everybody let him have it.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, he was taking fire from all directions.
Max Air 420. Hello there.
So you all ready to head north?
Oh yeah.
Okay. When
the date?
When I can't remember exactly, but when I get up there with my friend Jim in Harrisburg, I will get you like real precise directions to get off the turnpike. Yeah. And then I'll actually give you real easy directions from the hotel where you're at.
Yeah. Are you going to be staying at that hotel, or are you staying somewhere else?
I'm staying with my friend about 5 minutes from you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, real close.
Yeah, so we should be getting there, if all goes well. We should be getting there sometime Friday night.
Oh, okay, Friday night. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to think. There's a place I want to take you guys. Trust me, it's nothing fancy, but we have to go to Harry's Hot Dogs. I'm
all for that.
It's the best hot dogs and sauce.
Well, we'll have to see, because in Tulsa, Oklahoma is the best hot dog place.
Okay.
In my opinion. That's because I grew up on these things. It's called Coney Islander, and they are really good. And I've been, not all over the world, but I've been to several places, and nobody's made hot dogs like they do. But we'll see.
Okay.
What's it called though?
Harry's Hot Dogs.
Harry's Hot Dogs. Okay.
In Salisburyville, Pennsylvania. Yeah. depending on what time you get there Friday night, if I know, again, it's nothing to rave about, but it's a real close, it's literally a minute drive from the hotel. There's a place for you guys to eat. You're in the country. There is a convenience store 30 seconds from you. So if you need anything there. And when you get off of the Route 30 bypass for the hotel, it's literally, as soon as you turn off, it's boom right there.
Okay.
All these directions are really going to be easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with your directions and GPS, we should make it just fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess we need to find out if Mikey's going to do a sunrise or Sunday morning, or to find out what we're doing and what time on Sunday. I figured Saturday night, you, Dennis, and I will come back into the area, and I'd love to show you like my old house and, you know, the lake that I fished at that's 20 seconds from my house, and it's literally not even 5 minutes from your hotel. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a little lake I used to bass fish at. It was awesome.
Awesome. So, yeah. Well, I don't know if Matt or Peter, either one, are going to make it this morning, but
Wow. Oh my gosh, last night was just
yeah, I've got to go back and watch. Like I said, I just kind of breezed through it real quickly.
Yeah. For a while we were calm. They Jim had went through his experiences at CES and showed a lot of videos of, you know, at CES, and then it was about the last 45 minutes. Holy smokes. I literally had tears run out of my eyes last night.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that happens on this stream every now and then, especially when Matt's in here, because I get laughing so hard. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's good to be home, Rodney. And actually, life is slowing down a little bit this time of year for me. Thank goodness.
Oh, good.
You
probably need to rest.
Yeah. Got my Rodney Bell cup this morning.
All right.
For coffee, which I may need to go refill here shortly.
Well, I've already had 3 of these huge things. So. and Ron, I only filled it up like 3/4 of the way, and it's still a lot of coffee.
Yeah, they're good cups, and they keep it fairly warm. You know, that thick ceramic, they do a pretty good job.
Yeah. You know, when I opened it and I showed it to my wife, she goes, you know, that looks like one of those old tin cups you used to bake.
Yeah, you used to be out camping or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Rodney's had 3 of them. They keep breaking. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
You breaking coffee cups, Rodney?
No. That's a sin, man. You break a coffee cup, that's a sin.
Yeah. Good morning, Cardoso was here last night. He witnessed all that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Right. He says
Harry and Lloyd picked it from last night. Oh, that picture of Dumb and Dumber.
I see what Dennis is talking about. Rodney's had 3 of them. They keep breaking. He's talking about 3 of these this morning. So 3 coffees, I guess.
Oh, okay. All right.
They don't so much break as they disappear.
Hey, you know, I was really surprised that your drive is only, you said, like 3.5, 3:45 up to Harrisburg.
Yeah, we're not that far.
No. Yeah, what I'll do is get you from Jim, my friend Jim. He used to live in Wyoming. He's originally from Pennsylvania, went to Wyoming, lived there for 5 years, and his wife kind of got him to kind of move back to PA. But Jim lives 15 minutes from the show, but he knows like the best spot. What you'll have to do, sometimes you got to park like half to a mile away.
Uh-huh.
When they have shuttle buses that come in, it's free shuttle, and yeah, it'll get you in. I can look up and see what events are going on Saturday. I think Sunday is the last day. I think Saturday night, they always have a concert there Saturday night.
Oh, do they?
It's usually a country band, somebody pretty big usually. But it's neat though. Like I said, if you've never been there, it's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Yeah.
Well, I've been to Harrisburg.
Oh, you have?
But I've never been to the show.
Oh.
And then when I was in Harrisburg, it wasn't for very long. It was like for a few hours. Me and my wife had gone up there.
Mm-hmm.
We had taken a weekend and gone to Lancaster, PA, where the Sight and Sound Theater is.
No, you got to say it properly. It's Lancaster, not. I got yelled at for years for that. It's not Lancaster. It's Lancaster. Well, okay. They say you talk funny.
Okay.
So I talk funny.
Oklahoma, it's Lancaster. Maybe that's why I was getting funny looks from people up there.
Probably were. Like, you ain't from around here.
Darn tourists.
Yeah. I used to call it that for years too, until they finally beat it in me. It's Lancaster. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's a pretty area up there. I lived in between Coatesville and Lancaster for years up in the Amish community. I was actually there when they were filming the movie with Harrison Ford.
Witness?
Witness.
Was it Witness?
Yeah, that was filmed there.
Yeah.
And they didn't like that. And I got to respect their privacy and their ways of thinking and everything, And then when that whole, oh my gosh, such an uproar, the Amish schoolhouse shooting, that whole area was just polluted with media for weeks and weeks, and they did not like that at all. They don't like to be on film. Yeah.
I just don't know. I get a kick out of getting behind them on their horse and buggies.
Yeah.
Because it's so cool. They have like their headlights and their tail lights, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I don't know what the Amish way of life is really like, but it looks like it's.
It's interesting, and I guess being on your live stream, I won't talk the bad, but there's some bad things. In my opinion, it's a little bit of hypocritical. Some of the things I learned. One thing that we actually did probably once a month is they were heavy drinkers. They still are. They will actually hire someone with a pickup truck or a van, and you're only half hour, 45 minutes from Maryland, Delaware, where the alcohol, I don't think there's still not tax on alcohol, but they would hire someone to drive down to these distributors and literally fill up an entire truck back in, top to bottom, front to back. And then they would have a Saturday night barn party. And holy cow. And what they used to do is they'd get so pie-eyed, get in their buggies at 2 a.m. to, literally head a mile down the road back to their farm. And they either weren't paying attention or they were half passed out. But these horses would go right through an intersection. I mean, you're out in the country. but the horses wouldn't stop at the stop signs. And we used to get buggies hit by vehicles all the time.
Oh my goodness.
You get there, the buggy is all in toothpicks laying all over the road. The state trooper is there shooting the horse, and the Amishman is severely injured. And oh my gosh. Probably once a month we had that, at least once or twice a month. It's always on the weekends.
Yeah. You wouldn't think that they would be drinkers.
Oh, now see, they are, but the Mennonites, which I think are similar to what we have here on the eastern side of the state called the Hutterites. Now they will not drink. The Mennonites will use more of modern technology.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. At the Amish homes, everything's, candlelight, no electricity, yet they will own a business. For instance, a lot of them were into, they had like hardware, businesses. And you'd walk into the hardware store and, they have the electronic cash registers and, credit card machines and, all that stuff. But yeah, at their houses, there's many a times, working as a paramedic, going to their homes, and you walk in and you got to do what you got to do by candlelight and flashlight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey, let me interrupt you a minute. Russell Glarum, good morning. Welcome to the chat. Hope your weekend's starting off good. So,
Drone worship.
I was Joan. Hey, Dan, good morning.
Daniel.
Didn't see you, man. Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, Rodney, it will be just an hour plus from your hotel to the show. So
okay.
Keep that in the back of your mind.
Right.
Yeah. It's a neat drive. You'll like until you get to the turnpike, you'll go up Route, I'm going to write this all out for you. Plus you'll have your GPS, but Route 82 and Route 10, it's very country, windy road for a little ways till you get to the turnpike. And then when you take the turnpike west, you just take that right to Harrisburg exit. And I can't remember what the speed limits are in the turnpike now. I think it's still 60.
Really?
55 or 60.
Huh.
Yeah. Do you have what main interstate in Virginia is 95? It goes down through there, right?
Yeah. Well, there's 95. Yeah. And we'll probably take 95 up towards DC and then take one of the belt loops.
Yeah. Yeah.
Morning, Chris Hope. Morning, Jack Sparky Prawn. Again, hello, Drone Worship. How you doing, Don? Dan? So, hey, I'll be right back, Ron.
I think I'm going to go refill my Rodney cup.
All righty.
I will be back.
Okay. All right. All right, Dennis. So, folks, everybody, I hope you guys' weekend starting out well. In case you missed a little earlier, I said I mentioned that I couldn't fly today because it was raining. It was raining hard, so I obviously couldn't go up. But it looks like it's sort of stopped. It's just a sprinkle now, so that's good. Yeah, Jack, I think it's all over the Northeast here. It's pretty crappy weather. Well, good, Ed. You gonna do any flying today, Ed? DroneBum, good morning. All right, man. No problem. Love you too, brother. Good morning, Claude. How are you today? Claude is in the house. Lone Spanker, good morning. Lone Spanker needs some blue jeans there, right?
Lone Spanker. Ooh. Lone Spanker.
Morning. Yeah. Good morning.
Here we go.
I sure hope you have tough skin there, Lone Spanker.
Yeah. Yep.
Good morning, Les. Exploration Obsession. Yeah, it's no problem. I couldn't fly. It is what it is. Glad you were able to get up, though. I know it's been a while for you to fly in, and I appreciate Dennis jumping in there and Dean Miko Ghost. He was able to fly this morning too. Good morning, Brand Ariels. How are you doing today? So, Chris Hope, good morning again. So,
Oh boy.
Drone effects with Claude. He sees no link. Okay, I'll email it to you.
No, Rodney, you bringing your drone with you?
I am.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah.
I thought I was thinking I might do a sunrise stream
on
Saturday morning at the hotel.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. And I'll probably not have the Saturday morning coffee with Rodney that day.
Okay. You know, I ought to send you out to the lake for your sunrise. 5-minute drive.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. The lake where I used to fish. Yeah. Like I said, it's literally 30 seconds down from my old house.
Yeah.
There'll probably be absolutely nobody there. Nobody will bother you.
That's good. I'd hate to go up there and get arrested for flying a drone.
No, nobody will bother you there. Yeah, it's quiet. Yeah, I kind of miss it in some ways, you know.
So, Drone Worship is going to try and lose the Mavic Mini on his kayak.
Oh.
And DroneBum asked him if he was going to do that live, and that would be interesting. So, Dan, if you're going to do that live, let us know. No, sir, I'm going to record it on my GoPro. Oh, okay. On his head.
Ooh. Coffee's a little hot.
Well, that's good. Coffee should be hot.
Yeah. How was Mr. Bum this morning?
He was in the same fix as me and Philly. It was raining.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You guys getting a lot of weather on the East Coast?
Yeah, it's like the whole northeastern seaboard. Clyde, here you go.
Well, next weekend is going to drag.
The next 2 weeks are going to drag.
Yeah. Like, I'm so excited. I want to get there. You know,
it's already dragging.
I know. You would, yeah, 2 weeks from today. Yeah.
Yeah. So looking forward to it.
I am, Ronnie. You know, it's going to be a pleasure. I mean, physically meeting you and your cohort from Georgia, and yeah, it's going to be great meeting you guys.
Absolutely.
I can't believe Dennis is driving all the way up.
So there's Clyde. He's flying his plane.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Hey, Clyde, you better turn around. It looks like you're getting ready to do a barrel roll there. Your horizon's helter skelter.
Yeah.
RC Crazy, we're going to Harrisburg.
Look there, I got a chrome dome.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to go up north. We're going up till today, but just to check the house. So,
Okay.
But I'm in a starship. I'm out in space, is what I'm at.
Oh, I see. I got you. Okay, you're in a starship.
Here's a reminder.
Night Train, good morning. The lighting is causing a glare off his head.
Got to be Dan.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, Night Train.
Wrong one.
Hello, Night Train. This is my friend Bruce.
So RC Crazy was asking where we were going to meet up at, and I told him Harrisburg, and then DroneBum said, and then on to Philly. But Eric, if you got the time off, you know, we're going to be visiting the Great American Sports Show. That's what Ron's going to be doing there. So
Ron needs to come to Grand Rapids to our Hunting Time Expo. It's a big one.
When is that, Claude? When do you have that?
I'll give see here, we got the bridal show. It was just about a week ago. It went on. I mean, we have that we call the Voss Hall here, and they have the main hall. They have rooms off the side with fishing, hunting equipment, taxidermy, all kinds of things, kayaks, canoes, anything you can think of is there.
Yeah.
It's a Weller. They used to call it the Weller Hunting Time Expo here. Weller Auto Parts. So I do give off a saintly glow.
I don't know so much about the saintly part, but you definitely glow. Uh-oh.
Look at
That's quite a setup you've got now with that green screen behind you and stuff.
you can do it too with StreamYard.
No, I can't. I don't have the room for a green screen. This
You
is
just take your divider and put a green screen on it. That's all you got to do. You go to a fabric store, you spend like $20.
if I did that, I would have to curve the screen.
Right.
I don't think a green screen will work too well when it's curved.
Mine's curved.
Is yours curved? It looks flat to me.
Right over here, it curves. I
Oh.
curved it right around. So it does work. Because I curved it because I didn't want, that. Because over here, if you go like so, there's the bike behind me. So you can do it. You can curve it. You can just make a curved green screen. It's free on StreamYard. You might as well use it.
Yeah. Mel agrees with you. He says it will work. So, and good morning, Mel. Welcome to the chat, by the way.
There, big giant Mavic Air behind me.
Hey, Mel, here's the link if you want to join in. Well, that's cool.
This is the inside of the castle. It's the big castle in Germany that everybody photographs. This is the inside of it, the main hall of it.
Yeah.
Where's that?
It's in Germany. It's actually on a big old freaking mountain. It sticks out. I'm gonna screw the name up. It's you just look up castles in Germany. It's the first one that comes up. It's a beautiful place to go. This is the grand hall inside of it. So the green screen, you can put every picture you want. I could put a picture of Rodney Bell behind me.
Oh, don't do that.
I could put a picture of
Ryan. You do that, and you'll run off all your subscribers, man.
I've already done that, man. I had a purge. I lost like 13 people. One of them I'd lost deliberately because I got sick of her. She was causing trouble on mine, so I banned her from my channel. But you know, it's like I don't like drama. And that's what she was doing. So she's history. Oh, Mel can't come up. He said he's got a bit going down.
I saw that. No.
He just don't want to be up here with me because he don't like me no more. That's what it is. We're enemies.
And why are you and Mel enemies?
Oh, because he has hair and I don't.
Morning, Dean. Miko Coast, the old codgers in the house. Thank you, Chris. Hope. I appreciate that, brother.
There, I can just be. I'll just hide out here. That way he don't see me.
What is that?
What is that?
It's me.
No, that's a ghost. But what's your background?
Oh, that's a ship. I'm in my spaceship, remember?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
This is my sleeping quarters area. You just got me out of bed.
Hey, DroneBum, you have a good one, brother. Have a good day, man. Appreciate you being in the chat.
Yep. Paul, talk to you soon.
Yes, sir. So,
Claude, you ought to come to Harrisburg. Come meet us.
I know.
That's a cool background.
It's a space nebula. I did this for Bomb Daya. She comes in my stream a lot of time, and she does these. I think you guys know who she is, and she's into tutorials on space. So I thought, well, I would do this space nebula. So for her. So I did this, and I did the Milky Way, and so.
Yeah, it looks even better when I've got you on widescreen.
Oh my God. You know, I got up early today.
You did?
Yeah, that's why you see me now.
Well, I guess that's true. Yeah, I should have been able to figure that one out on my own without you telling me.
Well, you should.
I should.
Well, plus I saw Ron in here. You know, I'm stalker. I'm follow Ron around. So.
Oh.
You know, Ron, I almost left my live stream early yesterday to get in my car and go buy a GoPro.
Yep. Why almost?
He came to his senses?
I came to my senses and said, I don't need it right now. I'm going to wait for the weather to break. So I'm going to use it more on my bike and for my, just vlogging stuff. Then put a fly drone.
Rodney, we were discussing the other day that if Claude shows up at my house holding a bunch of broken drone parts.
I was watching one of his live streams here in the last week or so. He has a whole bunch of just RC parts for cars.
Yeah, I do. I built a car in a live stream. Right. I took one. Lockwood was there, and I took one and put racing tires on it and put a brushless. My big truck I have here that's been around forever. I just put a big brushless motor in it, and it's actually kind of too much for it.
Morning, Dan.
Look at Dan. Look at Dan. Talk about getting up on the wrong side of the bed.
He looks like he's about half asleep.
Not anymore. I got coffee.
You better get one in the other hand, Dan. That looks terrible.
That's what beauty looks like rolling out of the bed every morning. Take a good look, gentlemen.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Man. So how you feeling, Dan?
Oh man. Yeah, we have my ups. I have my downs. It's in between.
You
Go ahead.
So you had a test or something a week or so ago, or a procedure?
Just because we're not getting results that make sense. One test says that my liver is at stage 1, and another test said it's at stage 4. So, which really a toss up, man. I guess I'm tired of the doctors just giving me information they don't have a clue about. Because it's like you think you're free. Well, not scotch free. You're gonna have problems the rest of your life, but like you think that you're out of the situation, the big nasty one, and then they come in and they ruin all that, and then they have you going for another 10 tests. It's like, okay. So they're gonna do some very specific ultrasounds of certain areas, and I had another MRI. I don't know, man. I'm not even gonna speculate anymore because every time I do, I'm wrong. They come up with some new information, so it just seems pointless to try. So
it's your liver, not your kidneys, right?
Liver. It's always been, yeah, it's liver issues. But I mean that's I still have my my hernia for my stomach, and I still have my botched lower inguinal hernia surgery that hopefully will get corrected soon through a massive surgery. It's gonna really suck.
How do they botch something like that? I mean,
so
operations have been around for years and years and years.
Yeah, so because of where it blew out at, it was in the scrotal area.
Okay.
And so when it pushed the stomach liner through, it all made its way into there. So he didn't remove the stomach liner. He just kind of patched things up. And so all the fluid that my liver's been producing, because it's had problems, have been going where?
In the lower scrotal region.
And guineal scrotal area. So and it doesn't stop. It just gets tighter and tighter and tighter, and it just makes things very uncomfortable. And
not to make light of it, but couldn't you put a valve there where you could just drain it off?
I asked about that, and they said they don't do that. So
come on over. Me, Ron, and Rodney will do a surgery with an X-Acto knife and some what do you want? A 5-inch valve with a spigot with a
I'm in. I'm in.
Dan, did you ever speak to your doctor about referral to the Mayo?
So actually, we got a hold of Dr. Patel, who's a totally different doc who's known for doing this type of stuff. And I don't know if you know how big the Patels are. The Patels are a massive family. They're very well-known doctors. If you can get into any Patel organization or family member to see them, you're doing pretty good. So anyways, we got a Trushar Patel. Dr. Trushar Patel has finally decided to take it on because he can't believe I've been stuck like this for 9 months, 9 months after the surgery. So for a year and a half, it was already full of intestines. And then, or for the first 7 or 8 months, it was full of intestines. Then they removed it, and then it filled with fluid. So I haven't had a break at all. It's just been a year and a half of just ow. So I'm tired. I'm ready to have this done with. You know.
Well, I bet you are. Hey, I want to say good morning to Curtis Dart and Lone Spanker and Miko Ghost. Dean, welcome. Nice sunset, by the way, Dean.
Lone Spanker comes from the War Robot side of things. I don't know if you watch War Robots, but it's a game that you play. And, that's what Lone Spanker does on his channel. He's War Robots. And he got introduced to my channel through Ryan C. and Ryan D's Nuts. And so, Denny, good morning.
Dennis.
Good morning.
You leave the wife yet and go find a Lovelady?
The wife left me, what was that? December 3rd.
Oh, okay.
She'll be back June 17th.
Gotcha.
Yeah, bachelor again.
Ramen noodles and mayonnaise sandwiches with nothing on them. I love it.
And TV dinners. Yep.
Well,
Boom.
you could splurge and get mayonnaise and tomato sandwiches.
Whoa. That's
Whoa.
That's overdoing it, sir.
That's
That's
too
breaking
much.
breaking the bank right there.
Way overdoing it.
Mm. Tomatoes are expensive these days.
Well, not everybody's rich like you, man. Some of us can't afford the tomatoes, much less the mayonnaise.
Right.
I was worried about the bread.
That too.
There were so many ways I could take that mayonnaise comment. I'm gonna choose to go with the lightest one.
Just let it lay on the floor there, Danny.
Yeah, dude, I know.
Hey, Mel, I like peanut butter and banana sandwiches. I actually had one one day. Not a banana hammock sandwich either.
Dennis, in 2 weeks, we're going to spoil you with Pennsylvania hot dogs.
I saw you
Ooh.
wanted to go get some hairy hot dogs. I'm not
Harry's
sure.
hot dogs.
Dairy hot dogs.
I'm not sure that sounds that appetizing.
Done right.
Oh, goodness.
No, I'm looking forward to it. That really sounds good.
Yeah.
I think we're going to have a lot of fun.
I think so too.
Is Jim feeling better? Does anybody know? James? Mr. Boyd?
Yes.
Is he feeling better now?
Abused the bejesus out of him last night at on Matt's live stream. Yeah, he's back. He's better. Dan, I appreciate your help in that. It was funny. Right after I talked to you, who else did I talk to? Mitch, and I just put out this search party because I think part of his problem is his house and his. He said his cell phone doesn't get signal in his house or whatever, but multiple people were trying to get a hold of him by cell and text, and he just wasn't replying back.
Right.
And he said, "Oh, I replied back," and I'm like, nah, "None of us got it," you know. So it just was a week and a half of nothing, and
Yeah, man.
I grew a little concerned.
I feel bad. I tore him up a little bit last night on Facebook.
Yeah,
Yeah, he posted something about chasing innovation and took a picture with the team. I'm one of the original backers for their Indiegogo campaign, so I'm feeling really screwed by the company. Yeah, they made some pitiful decisions. A couple of their reps were in on his message thing, and so it wasn't so much taking it out on James. It was more like having to go with the reps, I guess. I was trying to figure out where they stand in all this. So, yeah, man, to discontinue a product that's only been out for 2 years and then not offer any support. Let me just real quick so that you understand what I'm talking about. I have the Chasing Innovation version 2 Gladius Pro, right? You know what I'm talking about, the yellow cell. The motors are almost $100 a piece, right? So it takes 4 of them. That's $400 if you got to replace the motors. Their Chasing Dory, their complete underwater drone that goes down to like 50 feet, is only $500. Why would I have to pay $400 to replace the motors on my Gladius Advanced Pro when I can buy your smaller unit for this price and have a fully functioning underwater submersible? It doesn't. It doesn't add up. The way they're doing things doesn't add up. So I'm totally against the company. That poor James. He caught some of the blunt of that last night. I'm opinionated. What can I say?
Really?
Slightly.
Oh, I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, nah, man.
No.
I choose. Hey, if you can say something, you should. You know. Interesting question. Do you think celebrities should talk about politics openly?
No,
Why?
because they're overly idolized, and therefore their what they say carries more weight than it should.
Dennis, are they not a person and they're allowed to have their own opinions?
Okay, yeah, you got me. You got me. Yeah, you got me. That supersedes all else. That is true.
I'm just saying, like, you have to look at it from
right,
that aspect. Otherwise, it's hypocritical to say anything else, you know?
It's unfortunate the weight that what people that are idolized, you know, what
And
they
that's
say Harris.
Yes. I watched you guys ever watch the Roundtable? Do you get into that? It's a YouTube segment that's offered by the Hollywood Reporter. You guys watch that on YouTube?
No.
They take like some of the best actors of all time and they sit them around a round table and they just ask them questions and they kind of go into it, and they were asking them some very specific questions. Robert De Niro was in there with Adam Driver and a couple other people, and Jamie Foxx. And I was intrigued by the conversation that they had between Robert De Niro and Jamie Foxx. Both of them are two very grounded individuals, I think. But listening to them answer the questions and go back and forth. And then you got Adam Sandler, who's just an idiot. And they ask him, and Adam's like, I don't know politics. I pass. It's like, and then it goes back to these two bantering. If you guys haven't seen that, look up the Roundtable with Jamie Foxx and Robert De Niro. It was very interesting to see what their standpoint was. They were asked the question, do you think celebrities should talk on politics? And I think Jamie nailed it right on the head, man, with how, he's like, dude, everybody's a person. Like you're allowed to have your own thoughts, your people, it's and that's kind of how I feel. That's how I run my YouTube channel. It's the same thing. Like I'm in that same perspective of mind frame where that's just how I do it. Like I'm allowed to have these opinions, but not everybody's going to agree with them, but I can voice them. So yeah.
I could agree with you, Dan, but then we'd both be wrong.
Dan, the best thing I think I've ever heard when it comes down to politics and or celebrities, and when you mix the two together as well, Denzel Washington said it best. He did an interview with a little bit of an attitude, and he said, the thing that disappoints him most in life is the news media, and it is not about the truth. It's who is first, whether it be truth or whether it be not.
Right.
And he said that's the disappointing part. It's all about you first, And
Jamie Foxx actually talks about that too during his thing. He talks about how it's okay for Ellen DeGeneres to go with Bush to a game. There's nothing wrong with that. She's not going to compromise the way she thinks and feels just because she's hanging out with this man. They may be totally disagree on everything, but they're still friends. But the media likes to spin it so that you have this weird aspect of like, oh, well, because the media says it, it's wrong. Like it doesn't, they show you a darker side to it, or they try to twist it into a darker side. And I get what they're saying now. So yeah, I get it. It's an interesting subject to look into though.
It is. I haven't watched news in probably 2 years, close to 2 years anyway. I just don't do it. But I did the other day, since my wife's in China, of course, and they have this coronavirus thing going on. I decided, okay. Well,
right, yeah.
So I chose one article. I won't say what the broadcaster was, but they were talking about Wuhan, and said that those people eat bats, which is true. They eat them cooked, and in Wuhan. I think only the poor people do, but whatever, it is true. But then they started talking about snakes and uncooked rats and this and that and the other thing, and they implied that Wuhan people, are doing this rampantly, and they never said it though. But I did catch the implication, and because China is not popular now, it's on their agenda. That's what they're going to do. I just, so I turned it off and said,
wasn't there a virus called the Wuhan virus?
Hey, Chris, hope you have a good day, brother. Take care.
Hey, Chris.
There, Chris. I'm pretty sure there was something following up the coronavirus with the Wuhan virus back in the day.
Yeah.
There's also another big Wuhan virus.
Dennis, what's your wife doing in China?
She's taking care of her parents. She and her sister split the time, 6 months apiece in one. Her sister lives in Tokyo.
Oh, okay.
So 6 months apiece in one shot. That's just that's the way it is. That's the way they grew up. It's all changing nowadays, but so that's what she's doing there. Parents are both 93 years old.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So you ready for Pennsylvania, Dennis?
I am looking forward to it.
When are you gonna get a motorhome, dude? You got to travel like Ken. You got to do it with some razzmatazz, bro.
I know. That would be very appealing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So Philly cheesesteak and a Harry's hot dogs will get you guys, feed you some good healthy meals while you're up there.
A guy that I work with
Later,
gave
Mel.
me the name of a place in Philadelphia. He says you got to go try their pizza. They sell it by the slice, and it's huge.
See you, Mel.
Have a good one, Mel.
See you, Mel.
So yeah, we just kind of got to keep in mind we're not going to have a whole lot of time to do everything we'd like to do.
Yeah. What time, Rodney, do you think you guys want to start departing south out of Philly? You can get right on 95 out of Philly and start heading south.
Well, I was going to talk to Dennis about that. I guess we could talk about it now. What time would you like to start heading back, Dennis?
No, it doesn't matter to me. I'm loose as a goose. So.
Because I think it's probably still only about maybe 3 hours at the most from Philly to your place, Rodney.
I can find out here in a moment.
It's a little bit over 4.
Oh, really?
That's right. Well, yeah, 4 hours.
Quarter maybe.
Oh, yeah. I guess we're a little more east. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not bad. I mean, I left DroneBum's place at 4 o'clock in the morning, and I got home at 4 o'clock in the morning the next day.
Jeez.
And I stopped and spent some quality time with Rodney on the way. That's the reason. But the point is that it doesn't matter to me. You know, I'll stop at a rest area, get some rest, and continue my travels. So we can leave anytime.
Okay. Go ahead, Rodney. I was going to say,
Dennis, if we go up the way that you went up that Friday when you were heading up to DroneBum's,
301, yeah.
Yeah, if we go up 301, that'll take us 3 hours and 52 minutes.
Cool.
And then that will allow us to avoid the traffic in Baltimore.
Right.
yeah. Well, on a Sunday, you should be okay. Yeah.
I live in the area that I work in at the base there is 301, sits on 301, and on Fridays and Saturdays, or Fridays and Sundays, especially in the evening, the traffic is crazy. Of course, we'll be coming from Philadelphia, so it may not be so bad. But
yeah, usually that's the beach traffic, or on Sunday evenings. We have that same problem in Pennsylvania. Everybody's coming up from the Delaware and Maryland beaches and heading back home on Sunday nights. But yeah, heading south, you should be okay, I would think.
yeah, I know heading north that Friday won't be too bad either.
Shouldn't be. No. There's a lot of places I'd like to show you. Hopefully, we can get over and fly the drones over the Philly Art Museum and up Boathouse Row, and take you over and show you the. We got to get you to do the Rocky imitation, going up the Art Museum steps.
There you go. I haven't practiced the music.
I'll be doing that. Oh, Rodney!
Yo, Rodney!
Dan, you know everything. What was the name of that tune?
What's that? Oh my gosh!
Eye of the Tiger.
No.
Thank you. No, that's not it.
That's not the
Yeah,
that's the Rocky workout music, but I forget the person that wrote it. It was a score that was designed just for the movie.
Was it really?
I think. I think so. Okay. I think it was because I've used it a couple times on my videos just for fun. Let's see here.
Hey, good morning, Mike Kelly. Mike Kelly's in the chat. Say,
Mike Kelly.
Everybody.
Mike Kelly, good morning.
Your weekend's doing good. Or starting.
Drone maniacs. That's us.
Yep.
Droneaholics. There is a Droneaholic channel, isn't there? Or there was.
Of course, I don't know if your timing will be as good on the way back, Rodney, especially if you're like towing a boat or something from the show. Boat or a camper. Or,
If that were to happen, I wouldn't bother coming home.
I was just gonna say,
I would just keep right on going to Georgia.
yeah.
Keep on trucking.
My wife would shoot me to 100 different ways. Hey, good morning, Dirk Grossman. Welcome to the chat, brother.
Hey, Dirk.
So yeah, I'm sitting here looking at the map, and there is one way which we wouldn't take. It's 4 hours and 14 minutes. So we'll probably, I think, going up 301 like you did.
Are you looking for a carrot? Because I'm hungry. I'm eating the cage.
Now my train of thought's gone.
What is the CPBT? I don't know.
Chesapeake CPBT. I'm not sure. Mike,
I'll tell you what, on the way, I'd never seen the Chesapeake Bay Bridge before. That's a trip.
Oh, that's cool.
I love that. On the way back, on the way out, I didn't have the GoPro running. On the way back, it was foggy, so I didn't get any of it captured. But my, that is Bridge Tunnel. That's amazing. Amazing.
Good morning, John DiNardo. Welcome to the chat.
I think, Dennis, just in the spring is when the large stripers are up in there, and man, that's a rush. Fishing big stripers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they start about, I think they start their run about like at the end of March and through April and May. At least in the area that I'm at.
That song is actually written by Bill Conti. It was written for the movie. It wasn't done by the Rocky Orchestra, but it's called Gonna Fly Now.
Well, that, yeah, you're right. You're right. Gonna Fly Now, yeah.
Well, how appropriate.
I remember now.
Exactly. Who's going to use it today now? If they don't get MGM copyrighted by everything.
Hey, here's a question for you. I took a karaoke track from YouTube. I added my own voice to it. I uploaded it to YouTube, and it's blocked worldwide.
Really?
Yeah, because the beat and the music are so on point that it doesn't matter about the voice at that point. You're using their, even if it's karaoke, which I'm assuming you own the license to it.
But the point is, I got the karaoke from YouTube, and it was not blocked.
Right. Yeah, so that would be a claim I would submit to YouTube to let them know that's baloney. It's not YouTube doing it, it's the bot for YouTube. That
I understand that. I do.
It just hears the music and it's like, oh, this is copyrighted. Unless you can prove that it's not, I'm not gonna. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
well, it is. It absolutely is. But,
right.
So
you just have to explain it to them, like, oh, I got it from you guys. What's the problem?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense that you get something from YouTube and then they would block you.
Yeah, I was really proud of the work, but
I thought it was very good if it's the one I'm thinking of.
it is. It is. Yeah.
Hey, Rodney.
Yeah.
Can I share that little 2-minute video? If you don't think it's too long, with just the
Sure. Go ahead.
the show. Are you monetized? I can't remember. Are you monetized?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the deal. Before you do that, this is a live stream. This is how you get a copyright strike. You can upload it. Is it copyrighted music?
Hold on. Trying to see if videos.
Sorry, I'm charging batteries because we have the FPV day tomorrow, so all the little one cells are getting there.
I don't have to play. I won't play the music, but
So the issue with the live streams is that you didn't get authorization from the copyright claim holder, which means everybody you show it to, that claim holder won't get paid for it because the claim didn't get processed in advance like it does with your videos.
mhm.
See what I'm saying? So then you get held accountable because they didn't make their 2 cents off the video during the live stream for the people that viewed it. So you actually get a copyright strike.
Goodness.
So that's why normally whenever you play copyrighted content or copyrighted music, the moment the live stream's done, you have to delete the stream before it processes and goes through the system. If you don't, you get nailed with a copyright strike. So now you know. Yay.
Wow. So this is interesting. Can you delete a live stream while it's in progress?
I don't know. I never tried. I suppose it's possible because people get glitches all the time.
Yeah.
Like your thing will freeze up and you have no choice. It won't let you back in, whatever. And then you just have to, do whatever you can until it ends or cancels itself. But I don't know. I've had it freeze twice and sometimes it just resolves itself. I don't know if I've ever been able to delete it while I'm going, but I suppose it'd be a possibility. If you went to YouTube Studio and you went to advanced settings for the video or the stream, you might be able to just go delete from YouTube. Boop.
Hey, Dean, you have a great day, my friend. Be careful out there riding your bike, man. Have fun, though.
See you, Dean.
Let me know when you're ready, Ron.
Yeah, I'm ready. I think I hit the share button.
Yeah, you did, but it looked like you were still doing stuff. But I'll go ahead and bring it in.
Let me know when you're ready.
All righty.
Okay.
There's so many screens.
There we go. It's a little video I made last year while I was there.
Music's playing.
Where's the audio from?
That was me. Sorry.
Kitty cat.
Oh my God, it's a buffalo. It's a tatanka.
Whoa.
Tatanka.
Tatanka. What is that? Dances with Wolves? Tatanka.
Yeah.
Such an amazing film.
It is a good film.
Phil from.
Oh, look, it's what's his face? Yeah, from that show that got canceled because they didn't know how to not be opinionated like me.
Our booth here. There's where you're going, Rodney. Yep.
Looking good.
Yeah. That's us. Oh, okay.
I love cowboys. They're so amusing to me. They dress up like mythical characters.
Don't pick on cowboys, man.
Come on, man. I would have
I think if you were done, Ron.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh man. Oh.
So how many days you gonna be off, Ron?
I actually work my part-time job tomorrow for a 36-hour shift.
Okay.
And then I go back to Dickinson on Friday. Get off Wednesday morning, and I'm actually flying out of Bismarck, North Dakota, which is like an hour east of me. And I'm actually flying out there and then flying back in the day before I got to come back to work. So I'll actually be in Pennsylvania for 9 days.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Well, that ought to be cool.
yeah. I'm really excited. I mean, there's a lot of people come to the show that I know, and just seeing my old friends. And there's only one thing I'm not looking forward to, and I'm going to see my friend's wife. He passed away this year, and
Oh wow, yeah.
We need a little closure, so her and I are going to meet for lunch. And I was not able to make it back to the funeral, and he was a good guy. He was airline pilot for Delta. Flew just 2 months prior, before he was diagnosed. He worked at this all his life. He finally made left seat on a 777. He was a captain.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know how Jackie's holding up. She unbelievable. He was diagnosed with intestinal and liver. Literally a week later, Jackie was diagnosed with breast cancer. And
Whoa.
she was right at the very end of beating it and literally got almost like a bill of health from her doctor. Tony was actually showing signs of his liver enzymes were increasing and getting better, and everything was, tumor markers were coming down. And then she was so excited about leaving the doctors and driving home to tell him the good news. And on her way home, her mom, who I lived with for about a year, her mom kind of took me in when I was going through my divorce, but the hospital called and they're doing CPR on her mom. I'm like,
oh no, man.
So she lost her husband and her mom within, a couple months of each other. And
Wow.
yeah, but they're good people and they've been friends of mine for years. And they were there for me when the chips were down, and but I haven't seen her in about 8 months, and so yeah, that part is going to be tough. But
yeah, I think you told me that story before. That's something really tough to go through. Something like, I can't imagine.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Okay, Dan.
I can't imagine going through something like that.
Yeah.
That's just too wild. But
yeah, it's I've been slowly going back less and less. When I first moved away from Pennsylvania, I used to go back about every 3-4 months, and then that increased to 6 months, a year. And then actually last year was the first I was back in 3.5 years. So now I think I might make it an annual thing, and go back for the show.
That would be good.
Yeah.
If you're now, you said you grew up there, so I take it your mom and dad are still there?
No. They're both passed, but
I'm
I
sorry.
grew up about 3.5-4 hours west of there. I moved there in 82. I moved to the Philly area, and my good friend who's getting you the discount at the hotel got me to move there. He used to live on the western side of the state too, and he's like, man, you got to get out of there. I used to live in a little coal miner's town. The only thing there was a factory. If that's how I wanted to live my life, working at a factory, then But so yeah, I moved to Philly, had my eyes opened up. Never been to a big city before. Was scared to death.
Oh, I bet.
Wow. And yeah, it's been a great experience. Met a lot of people, a lot of good friends. But yeah, I'll tell you more about that when we were sitting there for hot dogs. But let me see, pop out chat. Uh-oh.
I should probably press the like button. There we go.
Well, I appreciate that, Dennis.
Yes. My pleasure. I'm only doing it because I'm on the show. I wouldn't like it otherwise.
Oh, that figures. I never liked your shows. Don't you see the thumbs down every time you're live?
And I wondered who that was. Now I know.
Yeah, you know what, Rod, I'm thinking Saturday morning, I really think the lake would be a nice spot for you guys to do a sunrise. It's literally 5 minutes from the hotel. Yeah, you pull out of your hotel and you'll be there in 5 minutes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. I'm getting batteries ready and boats and all sorts of stuff here.
It's all right, Dan.
We're going to take out we're going to try all this. Probably going to pop my kayak because it's made of rubber, but we're going to put the brushless 3S speedboat, the little tiny one, on here. If I can get it open. Ah, yeah. Doesn't that look angry?
A 3S and that little guy, that should really move.
Should tear it up, man. I'm guessing about 30, somewhere around there.
Stay away from the gators, man.
Dude, I'm going to be out there with them.
What kind of boat was it you had out there with the gators? That the gator took a bite out of?
Yeah, that was the FT12 by Phelan. That was a fun day. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. That was a really fun day. It's just there's certain things you're not expecting. That's one of them. You never expect something like that's gonna happen, man. Like, and if you go through the comments, there's so many people in there convinced that I'm lying to them. Like, like, oh, you had a buddy with scuba gear down there. Like, why would I do that for 40,000 views? I'm going to risk my buddy's life in gator-infested waters to hold my boat under for 2 minutes and then let it go.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Ryan RCs. Just joined the chat. Hope your weekend's going well so far.
Hello, Ryan.
It's funny, Dan, depending on what part of the country you're at, what you got to be careful of. I mean, you can't, go in half the rivers and places and swim. And I got to be really careful about going in the woods.
Yeah, true.
Got lions and grizzlies. I'm actually later on this afternoon, I'm going line hunting this afternoon. I found a boatload of tracks the other day. So I've got a couple cameras set out. I'm going to go check them this afternoon. And
you were going lion hunting?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Been kind of watching what everybody else is doing, what their techniques are, and sounds like everybody's being really successful at a distress rabbit call. So I have it's called a Foxx Pro game call, which you can pick up at the show, by the way. It's a pretty loud speaker, but I can operate that from about 100 to 150 yards away. And that's actually, I called one in 2 years ago, and I had a little fawn decoy sitting about 100 yards to my left, and I had the speaker right underneath it. And sure enough, man, I just turned the sound off. And I looked down on the draw about 150 yards away, and out of the weeds, he poked his head out. I'm like, oh my gosh. And I get the rifle up, and he backed in, could back out one more time for half a second, but he was looking directly to my left, never saw me. And then he tucked back in again. He was waiting to see what that fawn was going to do. And then I had 12 minutes of shooting light left. And you got to be careful. You're allowed 30 minutes exactly past sunset. So,
dude, Ron, you got to play a famous tune that they know from one of their brethren, bro. You got to play like something like from Lion King, like I've been waiting, and they'll come running, dude. Or the Wizard of Oz, the Brave, you play that song, dude. All the lions will congregate to your location. You don't have to worry about going to look for them, bro. They know they're famous brothers. They'll come, man.
Yeah.
And nothing like a paw signing, whatever. They're there.
If you play it, they will come.
Yeah.
Right. Overthinking it with rabbit calls, dude. Huh.
It's working. In fact.
Oh, there's Ryan. Nice deer mounts. I think he's referring to Elvis, Victor, and Matthew, my man.
Yeah.
They have names, Ryan. They're part of this too, not just deer mounts.
Yeah, here's something. Another comment he made.
Rodney, may I share one more thing?
Sure.
Let me show you. It's a Facebook group. Let me. Where's my share button? Share screen. Share screen.
Good morning, Adrian. How you doing?
Hey, Adrian.
Oh, is that Mateo?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mateo Drones.
I don't know because I don't see his comment yet. Apparently, StreamYard's live chat is a little bit slower. Ah, there he is. Just popped up. Oh my gosh, a bunch of them just popped up. Good fellows. Hey now, how is everyone doing this morning? Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Adrian.
Let me know when you're ready, Rodney.
I'm ready.
Oh, okay.
Did I jump the gun? Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
This was just up by my house. It's probably only about a mile from the house. Yeah.
Poor Nala.
Yeah.
Wow.
That looks like a
Wow.
cougar.
Yeah. Here, this was right down the street. Let me show you this one. Literally a quarter mile from my house. I'm trying to find it. Neighbor. Well, here's another big one here. This is a pretty big guy.
Oh, that's a huge one.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Where? Yeah, this is.
Oh yeah, I remember you posting that one there.
Yeah.
The night shot one.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that one.
Art.
I'm trying to find the video that's somebody put out their night. It was a trail cam at night. It was just a week or two ago. Where the heck is
Is
it?
that the one with the 5 lions?
There were, I think 3 of them.
I think you passed it.
Yeah.
Why are there lions in the
Here it
snow?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Here. Oop.
Good morning, Arco. How you doing today, brother?
Hey, Art.
This is right down the street from my house. We have a nighttime trail camera.
What's going on here, Mr. Popzilla? We're hunting lions.
Yeah.
Mr. Popzilla, good morning.
We gave up on wabbits.
Yeah.
Because nobody was very, very quiet.
Right.
And yeah, let's stop sharing. There we go. Thank you, Rodney.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's some big kitties here. And the thing of it is when you're tracking one, you really you need a 360 camera because you need to watch all around you.
Oh, so
9 times out of 10, if they feel they're being tracked, they turn around and next thing you know, they're tracking you. They're right behind you.
How's your right cross, Ron? You got a good right cross?
I do.
You got a decent.
Depending on, like last time I went in, it was dark. You're not going to pull a rifle up really quick, so I had my hand in like this in my shoulder holster and had it ready to pull my pistol out in case I was surprised in the dark.
Well, I feel like anybody with a good right cross should own a lion of their own. I mean, you got Mike Tyson, who's a tiger owner.
Yeah.
I can see you, Ron. Little big fat lion as your best friend, dude, walking around. No, you don't want a lion as a pet. Come on, man.
well,
I went
exploration to the chat.
Yeah, when you go face to face with one, you'll realize, you don't want one as a pet.
You know, have you ever heard Tyson talk about his tiger? They had a great relationship. It was interesting, man. They loved each other, bro. It was so weird. It was like that cat loved Tyson. Like he had it all the way until it died, and he was best friends with that cat. That cat would not hurt him. It would fight for him. It would do anything. That cat was crazy. I don't know if it's because you're not. My understanding is you're not supposed to turn your back to a cat, correct?
Mm-mm.
That's when they pounce. Yeah, that's when they take advantage of the moment and they pounce. Tyson never had that issue, and I always thought that was strange that his tiger never did that. You know, he used to do examples of his cat not doing it. He would intentionally turn around and try to flag his cat just to get his attention to try to do it, and he just wouldn't. You know, that's a true relationship there.
Vegas or those guys that have the bachelor party in Vegas. Remember they got all drunk and somehow they stole Mike Tyson's line.
Yeah, well, that's based on true events, though. Tyson actually had somebody try to steal his tiger. So when he introduced it, I don't know if you guys know how the Hangover was made. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They had all these people send in their drunk stories, and they took the top 15 drunk stories and they put them together. And Tyson said he wanted to put his hand in the ring. He wanted to be in the movie. And he wanted to tell his drunken live tiger story about somebody trying to come in and to steal his tiger from his house. Except they exaggerated it a little bit. They actually got the tiger in the movie. In real life, they never got to the tiger. They tried. They made the attempt. So Tyson wanted to have some fun with the role, So that was fun, man.
Oh, that was a hilarious movie, man.
Yeah, the first one was great. The second one was, and the third one was like.
Well, what time of day is it here?
It is 9:54 here.
Oh,
Same here.
Yeah. Well, I better get rolling. I got a couple things to do, and then I'm heading to the woods.
All right, Ron. Well, sorry you can't stay longer, but
yeah, I will be in touch, Rodney and Dennis.
okay.
And like I said, when I get to Harrisburg and speak with Jim, I'll get you the precise exit to get off and where is the best place for you to park and everything. So more than likely, and I said, just keep in the back of your mind. You guys are probably, maybe you'll have breakfast there at the hotel, but figure 1 hour 15 at the most to get to the show from the hotel. I will give you really easy directions coming out of the hotel, and it's super easy to get to the turnpike. And then turnpike west, right to the show.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let me get this right. All of you are coming home with a live tiger? As a pet? You're going to visit Ron to come home with a live tiger as a pet?
Yeah, Siberian, yeah.
I'm with it. This is going to be good.
I want to.
Ron has promised one for each of us. Yeah.
Yes. Record these GoPro adventures. I must see this firsthand. This has got to happen. Who else rocks a GoPro on their head? Am I the only weird one that does? I like the first-person perspective of everything that you do.
I've never tried it.
I have the mount, but I don't know how you use that thing. It flops around.
Well, you just click and then it starts, and then you just spiel and then click and it's done.
Yeah, I want to say good morning to Caleb Young. Welcome to the chat, my friend.
It wants to pull my hat down, is what I'm saying. And then anytime I move my head, the hat just kind of flops around. The hat fits well, but
that's why you got to get an actual band.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when I do it, I wear my hat backwards. If I put it on and then I put the strap over my backwards hat, that way I still look awesome.
Hey, Rodney.
Davis. Yeah, Ron.
I'm being a pain to you today, but since we're talking, I share one more thing. This is pretty cool, actually.
You want to share?
Yeah. This is unfortunately it's no longer. But when I used to have a friendly relationship with my brother, he worked at a private animal park in Wichita, Kansas, and I had some pretty cool experiences at this park. I used to go visit them, but I had some pretty rare experiences. Let me know when. This is actually on my Facebook.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay.
You're ready. I'm ready.
Am I sharing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, here's his, let me enlarge this. There's his screech owls. That was one of the two females, Rena and Reba. Big kitty.
Yeah.
That's a white tiger, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a white Siberian. Yeah. We got the fly's hawk, and
Cool.
Giraffes. It's amazing how big those things are. That's the 650-pound big male. And then I used to go into the pen with the the snow leopards, and they like to play with the broom. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I can show this a little bigger here. Yeah.
We have a lot of joiners, Rodney.
I got
Whoa.
handhold his eagle, which that is just an amazing heavy bird. And here's the one tame snow leopard. His name was Salem, and liked to play kickball in the yard. And he was actually here. Actually, that is the rarest cat in the world. It's a spotted leopard. I think they're out of Afghanistan, but it was only a couple weeks old. And there's a baby baby tiger.
Is that you or your brother?
That's me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I even had hair back then.
So that's the rarest cat in the world. How did you happen to come by it?
This place actually, they had exotic animals, and this guy actually was a building contractor. And there's this ring-tailed lemurs, but he had this animal park, and yeah. That was a 3-day-old giraffe.
Wow.
That's 3 days?
3 days.
Poor mom.
Amazing. There I'm feeding that big tiger, that big male. He was 650 pounds.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
We're going to need a second car, Rodney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyhow.
Hey, we can always put him in my trailer, Dennis.
Oh.
I have a trailer.
Where's the screen?
Hey, Tina.
Well, thank you,
Hey,
Ron.
Jody.
You're welcome, Ron. Real quickly, good morning, Drone Shots. How you doing today, Jody? Tina Davies, good morning. Welcome to the chat, both of you. Let's
Brent's
see.
Explorations.
Yeah, Brent Exploration, good morning.
All right, guys. I got an hour till I gotta go, so I'm following suit with Ron.
Okay, Dan,
All
it's
right,
been great.
Ron.
Truly has. You want to
Take
go
care,
with it?
Dan.
Just show
Have
up at my
fun
door
today,
here on
brother.
Friday.
Yeah, I've already got a tiger. If you want to drop off a lion, I'm good. I got tiger's blood, baby.
Don't you have a couple alligators too? I mean, you do live in alligator country.
I do. I need to come up with a baby gator at some point. You can't touch them. It's illegal to actually touch them. There are very strict laws and rules down here. You can't obviously poach them. To even mess with one, like let's say one ends up on your doorstep and it's keeping you from getting inside your house because it walked up there, you're legally not allowed to interfere with the alligator at all. You just have to wait until it clears your porch. You have to call the police and they have to poke and prod it to get it away from your door.
They
Very specific rules and regulations.
have the house if it wants.
Yeah, well, I've dealt with those. I found that out the hard way because I'm not afraid of anything. So there was like this 6-foot gator that made its way up on somebody's door at one of the places that I worked at. And it was funny because I showed up and there's all these people like with broomsticks and it's hissing and they're trying to get it away from the door. I'm like, all you guys are doing is pissing it off. Like, what are you doing? You know, so I said, does anybody have a towel? So I went and made him go get a towel and then I threw the towel over it, right? And its mouth slowly closed over like if you sat there for like 3 minutes, its mouth finally shut. And I said, see, it's calming down now because it can't get it off its head and it doesn't know what's going on. So now it's just kind of limp. It's neutral, right? So I walked over and I grabbed it by the head. I clamped its mouth shut and then I had him. They weren't even prepared because nobody had a cage or a box to put it in or anything. So we ended up going and getting a dog kennel from the dude's garage and I shoved it face first into the dog kennel. And then we had to take it and transport it over to another pond and then we dropped it off. Well, an hour and a half later, somebody had already called the Florida Wildlife Department. So FWD showed up and they were not happy with me. Let's put it that way. They were like, you
never touched the crocodile.
Yeah. So yeah,
a towel over its head and you touched the towel.
Yeah. Well, no, I had to grab it by the tail when I picked it up.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, well, they don't want you to poach it. Like, they don't know what happened to the gator now. They don't know if you're lying or you're being honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, they really have no idea what happened to the gator. But somebody made the call and they videotaped part of me grabbing it and stuff. And I didn't know it was illegal. I'm like, shit, I just wanted to get away from their door. You know, like that's all.
They also didn't know what was happening with it beforehand. So
right. Well, that's the whole thing. So, anyways, I made sure that it got. But I had to explain my way out of that. And they made it very clear. I told them I work for the property. I'm part of the property management. And they were like, no, it doesn't matter. You call us next time. You don't try to remove it yourself. You know, and then they made it clear. They're like, and I'm sure this place doesn't have the insurance if you got your arm ripped off by a gator. And I was like, I didn't think about that. I think I was in it more for the adventure than anything. Like, I'm down. I'll do anything once, you know. Hey, come on. It's like, all right.
Well, have fun, Dan. Dennis, Rodney, I will speak to you guys very soon.
Okay, Ron.
All right, Ron, have a good one.
Okay.
Be
Yeah.
safe when you're hunting today. Throw eyes in the back of your head.
Yes. All right.
Oh, Dan, catch you later, Dan. He popped out real quick, didn't he?
He did. All right, guys, take care.
All right,
See you, Ron.
See you. Bye-bye.
bye.
And
Well,
then number
Dennis,
2.
here we
Yes,
are.
sir.
Just you and me, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Where are my gloves? Don't know where my boxing gloves are.
Boxing gloves. Who needs boxing gloves? Come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, who's this sissy? All right, come on. Oh no, this way. This way. There we go.
Oh. What would really be cool if I went like that and my fist showed up over there.
Oh, wrong way.
Well, brother,
Yeah, that would be cool.
yeah, it would be
I have
cool.
to be more prepared for that. We need to practice.
No.
We can
Anyway,
make that
man.
happen. What are you wearing that hat for? Mel's not here.
Well, he was.
Okay.
And I try to rotate hats through, and I hadn't worn his in a while, so I probably would have worn it even if he hadn't have come in. So
Really?
yeah.
That's what I do too.
Brent's Exploration. Have a good day, man. Enjoy your flying. I wish I could do something here. It's raining, but well, actually, it's not raining right at the moment. But anyway, Brent, you have a good one. And
I
then,
think of going back to Monticello.
I'm sorry.
Place where I flew through that bell tower. It's about an hour and a half from here.
Oh, okay.
And fly the Mini through there. Mavic Mini through there.
That's right. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Brent Newman.
See you, Brent.
Brent Newman.
Oh no, you're not leaving. Okay, I was confused. Brent Newman. See you. Okay, gotcha.
Brent Newman is gray. We can't have that.
I am too. Yeah, but
Well, excuse me here, Dennis. Okay, I just got a text from Dennis, or not Dennis, but Michael.
really?
Yeah, he did. He's
I'm
saying he
multitasking.
doesn't want to step on me, and let me answer him back.
Sure.
So, plus I got, I'm still at my grandma's due to weather. So my granddaughter is still at her grandma's, so I'll have to FaceTime with my other granddaughter. So anyway, Dennis, I'm gonna go ahead and call this one.
All right, sir.
And you have a great day.
Thanks,
I'm
you
glad
too.
you
I
had-
enjoyed this.
I'm sorry.
I enjoyed this. Thanks, you too.
Oh yeah, I enjoyed having you here. So
All right.
yeah, we'll see you on here next Saturday.
Sounds good.
All right, brother.
Right.
You
Bye
have
now.
a good one now.
Okay. Bye.
Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being in the chat and joining and participating in this live streaming. I always enjoy having you here, and I hope you guys have a great weekend. And you all take care. Now, this is Rodney. So long.